Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from the Dogolith in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were setting up some aqueducts and some spawning chambers for our giant gravity mob trap that we're working on. And in this episode, my friends, we're going to begin the episode by getting some of you guys onto the Dogolith before heading back to our spawner build and finishing off those aqueducts. And we are also going to be doing some Burnination. Oh baby, it is going to be awesome. Sit back and relax, my friends. It's time to play some Minecraft Survival. Well guys, it's been a while since we did a Dogolith entry, so I thought I would start today by getting 8 more of you cyber diggity dogs onto the Dogolith. Starting with YouTube subscribers, we have got RJLE, Bolt Dog, Jackie Latour, and Captain Stubby. Welcome to the Dogolith, my friends. And from dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community, we have got PinkBean347, Novel Gamer, Big C Fan, and X-Blade. Welcome to the Dogolith, my friends. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being subscribers. You have been immortalized in the interbubs forever. And remember, guys, if you want to get yourself added onto the Dogolith monolith of awesomeness, you need to be a subscriber of the RENDOG channel and leave me a constructive comment here and there. I choose you guys randomly from those comments. There is also a thread on dogcraft.net where you can stick your YouTube username and you stand a chance of being added onto the Dogolith. Well guys, I gotta tell you something, man. I woke up this morning and I had an epiphany. And man, it was such an awesome epiphany that I literally could not wait to play Minecraft with you guys today, because what I realized is that it has been a long ass time since we have done some Burnination. Oh baby. The last time we did any serious burninating was when we cleared out the forest to make Mole City. And that was a huge amount of fun. And you know what, guys? I suddenly realized that we could actually do a little bit more burninating up in this jazz, because we need to clear a whole bunch of forest over here to make space for the castle that we want to build. And this castle is going to basically be a giant mob farm processing facility. And I want the castle to sit on the edge of this cliff somewhere in this region here. So we need to get rid of all of this forest. And the best way to get rid of forest is with flint and steel. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. So we're going to be burninating some serious jazz into today's episode, guys. But first and foremost, I want to show you guys, I just want to come and have a quick look at what we're working with over here, actually. And yeah, let's actually get up here and see where we could potentially burn. Now, while you've been away, guys, I've been hard at work on the aqueducts in our mob trap, and I think I have managed to crack exactly how I want the aqueducts to look. And it's going to be awesome, man. Check it out. This is where I want to build the castle, right? I kind of want to build it somewhere in this region. So we've got quite a lot of burninating to do, and what we'll have to do is set up a firebreak also, so that we don't set the Cyberdog monument on fire, or the whole of the of Mole City on fire too. So this actually could end up being the derpiest episode of all time. But hey, man, when playing with fire, you can get burned. You know what I'm saying, people? But man, I have been hard at work, guys, working on the aqueducts, and I just want to thank all of you cyber diggity dogs who have been giving me some excellent hints and tips to make this mob trap as awesome as it can be. And one of the most talked about hints and tips in the previous episode, well, should I say it was commented the most by you guys, was that aqueducts actually need to be at a gradient, or the mobs are not going to be able to go long distances. Of course, when we lay down a source of water, let's just do it over here as an example, that source of water will only travel a certain distance. Actually, this is a really bad example, because this is, well, I can't get back to it, but actually this is a really bad example. Just ignore this example, guys. Just ignore that ever happened. Let's use this one as an example instead. So, as we can see, the water source will only travel 7 blocks, right? So, the mob is only going to travel up until this point. We couldn't add another water source in this position, because then that would actually push the water source back in that direction, and so the mob wouldn't travel in this direction. So what we need to do is just gradiate our aqueducts like I've done here. And that's going to ensure that the mobs coming from the spawner are going to travel all the way down here, and then what they're going to do is connect up to this aqueduct, which is coming from the spider spawner in that direction. Now there's a little bit more complicated work that we have to do here, and this was again thanks to you guys who were telling me all about this. There's tons of you guys out there who have made some seriously pimping spawner traps, I think, and you guys know what is cracking. Now this is the spider spawner chamber that we have over here, and of course spiders work a little bit differently to zombies, spiders are 2 blocks wide and they climb up walls. So when we set the spawner up, we have to ensure that the spiders coming into these aqueducts are not going to climb up the walls and thus clog up the aqueducts. And the only way we can do that, guys, is by making the aqueducts that they are going to be traveling in 1 block up, right? So 1 block wide or high. Yeah, 1 block high, right? And we also always have to remember that spiders are 2 block wide. So the spiders are going to fall down here. It's 2 blocks wide so they can get in. But when they get to the edge here, they need to be able to fall down to the next aqueduct. So this aqueduct is also going to be 2 blocks wide over here. So what we first need to do to crack off today's episode, guys, is actually finish off the spider spawning chamber aqueducts. And we're going to do that by just literally making the aqueduct only 1 block wide, and we have to make this 100% perfect because we obviously can't come back to repair it if we break it in any way. And of course this little bit has to be 2 blocks wide so the spider can get down. Yep, there we go. And now we can carry on doing that for the rest of this aqueduct. Herp, just realized that we already noobed out, guys, and I'm sure a ton of you guys face palmed right now. But of course, what we need to do is add a water source into the aqueducts before we seal them off, right? I mean, come on, Rendiggity get your jazz together, man. But here we go, guys. We're going to add the water source like this, and now we can make sure that that the spider spawn aqueduct is working correctly. So that's my bad, guys, and apologies for being a noob. Alright, there we go, guys. Now we are cooking with gas, baby. This is awesome. I can't wait to actually see this thing working up and running, man. It is going to be so sweet. So check it out, guys. What we need to do is add the water sources for the aqueducts first and make an infinite water source just ahead of it so that once we have used our water sources, we can pick them up again. And for some reason, why is this not working correctly? Check it out, Spider-Man. He's on his way. Oh, man, the aqueduct's actually working. Sweet. Alright, well that's a really good sign, but how come the water just stops like this, man? It's kind of weird, right? There we go. Alright, just needed to coax it along a little bit. Alright, but the tricky bit here is making sure that, oh my goodness, that spawner is actually spawning something fierce now. This is quite bad, actually. Maybe what we need to do is seal it off while we are... Oh, but we can't seal it off though, right? Because it's the spider aqueduct. Alright, let's make sure we do this properly, right? So 1 block there, 1 block there. And there we go. Now we can start on sealing off this section of the aqueduct. And we can carry on doing it all the way down. Alright, welcome back, guys. I'm just about to finish off the last section of the spider aqueduct here. So let's get that sealed up. And if we come down here, yes, we should see that this is the last of the spider aqueduct that we need to do. So let's just get some water in there. And spiders will be flowing down this aqueduct, something crazy, as soon as we get it going again, man. But it looks like we've got another little broken water source over here. Mojang, will you fix that, please? That's kind of weird, man. I don't know what's going on there. But there we go. All right, awesome. So the spider aqueduct is now pretty much finished, which is excellent news for us. I think all we need to do now is add one more like so. And then we would add the water source down there. But what I do want to show you guys is a slight change to the design that I had in the previous episode. In the previous episode, I wanted the zombies and the spiders to sort of connect together and then flow down the aqueduct together. But I've decided to try something a little bit different. We're going to have the spiders flowing underneath the zombies. We're going to have them traveling in separate channels. And this is just to make sure that they don't block each other or become congested in the channels. And I think what we'll do is we'll have the spiders going into the bottom of this chute and the zombies going into the top of it. And what we're basically going to be doing in this chute is creating a mechanism that is going to make all of these mobs go upwards. And the way that we're going to be doing that is a very clever use of water and signs. And a lot of massive Minecrafters out there have perfected this method, and I've done a little bit of research, but watched a whole bunch of Etho videos, watched a whole bunch of Cub fan videos, and I have figured out exactly how to make these mobs go upwards. But before we get to that, my friends, we need to just finish off our aqueducts here. So I'm going to get this finished off, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back my friends. I am so happy about this new aqueduct design, the gradient design for the aqueduct, because it's actually solved one of the problems that I was most worried about in yesterday's episode. And that problem was, how are we going to make mobs turn the corner? When they come down this aqueduct, how are we going to make them go right? And because we've done this new gradiated aqueduct design, it actually works beautifully, because check it out, the zombies that are coming from the zombie spawning chamber are literally just going to fall down into this aqueduct, and that means if we place a couple of water sources here, for example, they're literally just going to fall down into this water source, which is going to push them in that direction and take them closer to the delivery chute, which is going to suck them all the way up and send them into the processing facility. So that actually turned out to work pretty decently, man. I am super stoked about that. Alright friends, here we are in the zombie spawning chamber, and next step is to get the aqueducts for the zombie spawning chamber flowing correctly. So just want to make sure that this zombie spawning chamber is looking as awesome as it possibly can. All we're going to have to do is get rid of this ladder. Is going to be the last step that we're going to have to take, but let's just murderfy this zombie in his what? Take it, bastard! And let's get a couple of water sources down here, right? Okay, so now the zombie spawning aqueduct is functioning. This is excellent. Let's just get the entire aqueduct set up. I think I'm going to leave the torches in here. I mean, there's no real reason to get rid of them, and plus it helps us to actually see what we're doing here, right? So even though we might never come back into these aqueducts, and actually it would be a very bad idea to get into these aqueducts again, because we'd probably die, considering they'll be infested with the undead. But that being said, I think it is kind of cool to be able to see, you know, how we're setting up these aqueducts. I think it's pretty sweet, man. But let's we're going to need a little bit more water, so one more infinite water source like this, and let's finish off this zombie aqueduct once and for all. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, so zombie aqueduct is delivering correctly, falling down into here. This is going to deliver us in the direction of the chute, so that's working beautifully. And looks like I may have done dirt over here, so that's my bad. Alright, so we can see the water is flowing over here, and I think what I'm going to do is just sort of stop it flowing now with a couple of ladders, and we will come back to this when we start working on the actual delivery chute, which is going to be pushing these zombies and spiders up this tunnel and then delivering them via another aqueduct to the processing facility. Alright, awesome guys. Well, I'm extremely happy with how the aqueducts have turned out. The spider aqueduct is... Hang on, what is going on over here, man? It looks like there may be some asymmetry happening in this spider aqueduct. I need to do some investigation. Oh yeah, I spotted the error. Check it out, guys. I missed a block over here. I'm actually really happy that I spotted that. That could have started to clog up that particular aqueduct, man. This is quite a sensitive little build. You've got to make sure that everything is working 100%. So there we go. That is now sorted, and I think we can... Oh, I just blocked this up, I think, yeah. And I also believe that I pushed this back a couple blocks too. Let's just make sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. There we go. The aqueducts are now complete. Awesome. Oh, baby, this is going to be the most awesome mob spawner ever. It might not be the most efficient and most badass mob spawner, but man, it is going to be sweet when it's up and running. Alright, guys, next up in today's episode is what I have been waiting for all freaking day, and that is Burnination for the Cyberdog Nation. After I take the Skelebutt down to Chinatown, of course. Oh, dang, there's a freaking other one over here. What's up, dude? Bam! How come these Skelebutts are not despawning or burning in the sunshine? I'm pretty sure that the sun is out. Or is it just me? Yeah, there's the sun. It is shining. It is blazing. Feels to me like the mobs in this game are slowly but surely getting more hardcore, man. Which is not great news for us. Oh, man. Alright, guys, let's get up into the forest and figure out exactly where we want to burninate. And I think what I'm going to try and do as a first step is figure out a firewall so that we can protect Mole City and the Cyberdog Monument from potential annihilation when we start flint and stealing this bad boy. It looks like there's a natural fire break here already, which is actually going to be quite helpful. Let's hop along here. I think I want to make the fire break... about here, I think. That seems like a pretty decent firebreak, right? And what we need to do, of course, to make a firebreak is to get rid of anything that could potentially burn. So I'm going to have to clear away all of this foliage along this line, I think. So we'll make the firebreak go all the way in this direction, all the way to the edge of the ocean over here. I think I'll actually do it over here so I don't have to take down this massive tree. So I'll create a firebreak that runs all the way along here, and then we will continue the firebreak along the edge of this cliff face like that, so we don't get any fire going to the lakeside villa, which is a lot of wood and could potentially burn down. And once that's done, guys, we are going to start cracking some flint and steel. Oh, baby! As the sun sets over Rentopia, the time for Burnination has arrived. Oh man, guys, it is time to do some burninating. Been waiting for the sun to go down so that we can see this little Burnination episode in the darkness. And man, this whole place is going to go up in freaking smoke. Hopefully I'm not going to set Mole City on fire, but check it out, guys. I have made some fire breaks. There's a fire break that runs all the way along here, 2 blocks wide, so the fire won't be able to spread into this forest. And the fire break then restarts over here, another 2 blocks wide, just in front of a giant tree. I want to try and preserve as many of these giant trees as possible. And the fire break then takes a left turn over here and goes all the way back to the coastline. You know, guys, while I was setting up these fire breaks, I realized that some of these trees are basically, well, all of these trees are like 3 years old, or even older than that, actually. It's actually quite sad that we're going to burninate them, but man, we need to make some clearing for an awesome mob processing castle. And man, I think the time has come, my friends. The time has come to set this place on fire. The jungle, the jungle, the jungle's on fire. The jungle, the jungle, the jungle's on fire. We don't need no water, let the mudder beep burn. Burn, mudder beep, burn. Oh baby, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna set this whole place on fire, man. Just run around randomly. Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. We've got our fireproof suit on though, so we should be all right. We do have like a fireman's suit on right now, although we are burning something crazy. Let's get into the fire break. Make sure that we only set fire to things on the right-hand side of the fire break. Here we go. Let's go all the way around like this. Okay, and not set fire to ourselves too. That'll probably be that's probably a good plan. Let's eat a potato before we die. I can see the flames. Look, oh man, look at all the light and everything. This place is going up in smoke. Oh baby, this is awesome. Burn, baby, burn. All right, let's just run around into the center of the jungle. Oh no, this is in the wrong place. This is in the wrong place. Stop! Stop the flames! Stop the flames! All right, it's supposed to be on this side of the fire break, man. That's my bad. That's my bad. And here we go, guys. It is burning. Oh my goodness, this whole place is going up in smoke. I want to go check it out, man. I want to go check it out from a boat. I want to see the whole place burning from a yacht. Come on, baby. We don't have a lot of time. Let's do this. Into the boat. Oh man, check it out. That is awesome. Oh man, that giant tree is going up all the way to the top, isn't it? Although it looks like it may be spreading to... Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay, panic is setting in. That giant tree is spreading to the other giant tree. Okay, that's not good. That seriously is not good. Yeah, that is definitely not good. Skeleton, I don't have time for you right now. It's gonna kill me. I'm setting my place on fire. Leave me alone, you bastard. Leave me alone. Have mercy. Have mercy. Zombie, no, please, leave me alone. Leave me alone, please.